Welcome to The Insightful Economist, your gateway to unraveling the intricacies of the global economy and the dynamism of the finance sector. I'm Professor Dr. Nikolaos Antonakakis, your guide on this journey. Together, we'll demystify the latest trends, navigate through groundbreaking economic theories, and decipher the mechanics driving financial markets. Our mission: to translate complex economic phenomena and financial strategies into digestible insights. Whether you're a fervent economist, a finance professional, or simply intrigued by the economic forces shaping our world, you've found your tribe. Let's embark on this exploration of economics and finance, unraveling the narratives behind the numbers and understanding the pivotal role of financial forces in our lives and the future. Ready to dive deep into the fascinating realm of economics and finance? Let's get started. Today on our podcast, we're diving into a series of fascinating topics that have been making the rounds in the world of finance and economics. Let's get started. First up, trading elections is becoming quite the topic. It seems that these days, politics is something investors just can't afford to ignore anymore. Moving on, remember Freakonomics? That innovative approach to economics was all the rage once, but it seems it hasn't quite transformed the field as many had hoped. That in real estate news, it appears the battle between realtors and homeowners in America is far from over, despite some recent developments that might have seemed like cause for celebration. Speaking of ambition, Steven Mnuchin's moves are making waves, from NYCB to TikTok. Makes you wonder, what's next for him? Inflation concerns in America continue to persist. Despite the Federal Reserve's efforts and plans, the economic outlook remains shrouded in uncertainty. Over in Japan, a significant shift as the country ends what's been called the world's greatest monetary policy experiment, raising interest rates for the first time in 17 years. An interesting geopolitical development is the growing closeness between China, Russia, and Iran. It's crucial to consider the economic implications of this anti-Western axis. Back home, the NIMBY phenomenon is under the spotlight for its impact on carbon emissions. It seems opposition to new building projects has more consequences than one might think. The private equity sector is facing a liquidity crunch, leading to some unrest among investors. And while China's economy shows some promising areas, a visit to an optimistic port suggests there might be underlying warnings not to be ignored. Saudi Arabia's ambitious investment fund is under pressure to deliver staggering returns while transitioning to a post-oil economy. The country's quest for solar panel production supremacy is disrupting sand markets globally, highlighting the high demand for pure silica. The stock market is always a topic of interest. With surging share prices, we're left to wonder, are we approaching bubble territory? Meanwhile, Russia's economy, much to the surprise of many, is holding strong against expectations, particularly with an election on the horizon. Luxury handbags and the economics surrounding them present a world plagued by counterfeits and market asymmetries. And in the investment realm, the conventional wisdom that more volatile stocks outperform is being questioned. Urban development is booming globally, with notable involvement from figures like Donald Trump, Peter Thiel, and Abdel Fattah el-Sisi. The American rental market, however, presents a mystery that might influence Federal Reserve rate decisions. In a twist on the debate around globalization and income inequality, new research challenges the notion that the former has exacerbated the latter within countries. Cryptocurrency enthusiasts are watching Bitcoin closely as it surges by 63% this year, raising questions about what's next for the digital currency. The cost of conflict is always high, a reality Israel is grappling with amid ongoing battles. For those looking into the world of finance and economics, The Economist's internship offers a unique opportunity to dive deep into these subjects. Activist investing is evolving, no longer just the domain of hedge fund moguls. Major companies like ExxonMobil and Starbucks are feeling the effects of this trend. The discussion around passive funds and their role in market dynamics continues, with some pointing fingers at them for quashing downturn bets. Uranium's soaring prices come with a cautionary note, given the metal's volatile history. And the dilemma of how to handle frozen Russian assets is a significant question for Western policymakers. The relationship between the US and China remains complex, with economic ties proving hard to untangle. As stock markets boom, thanks in part to AI, the sustainability of these good times is questioned. Fashion brands like Gucci, Prada, and Tiffany's are making interesting moves in the real estate market. Meanwhile, Europe faces tough decisions regarding defense spending, with the looming question of how to finance the increase. As we close today's episode of The Insightful Economist, I hope our journey through the myriad economic theories and the realities of the financial world has not only broadened your perspective but also ignited your curiosity to delve deeper. Today, we've unpacked the stories that define our economic environment, ventured into the corners of financial systems, and shed light on the implications of global economic trends. The path to economic enlightenment is ongoing, filled with continuous learning and discovery. Until we meet again, I encourage you to keep exploring, questioning, and seeking out the insights that lie at the heart of our economic and financial existence. This is Professor Dr. Nikolaos Antonakakis, bidding you farewell from The Insightful Economist. Stay enlightened, inquisitive, and financially astute. Until next time, take care.